Welcome to Badminton Unlimited, your weekly access to badminton and beyond. On this week's show, Denmark's rising young talent in men's singles, Anders Antonsen, tells us about his aspirations for becoming the nation's best. And we give you all the facts and figures as we take a close look at the hot contenders for the Total BWF Sudirman Cup 2017. From the legendary 7-time All-England champion Erland Kops, to Atlanta 96 Olympic gold medalist Poul Erik Høyer, to 4-time All-England winner Morten Frost, and 5-time European champion Peter Gade, Denmark can boast some of the greats of men's singles. And the country can be optimistic about its prospects, while the likes of Jarno Jorgensen and 2016 Olympic bronze medalist Victor Axelsen are currently staking their claim in the top echelons of men's singles. There is already a crop of young shuttlers being primed to make their mark in the sport. One of those aspiring to carry on the great Danish tradition is Anders Antonsen.
You know, I've been watching a lot of badminton in the television since I was a little kid. And I have a lot of idols, and there's been a lot of great players I've looked up to. But when I watched the television, I watched Lin Dan win the Olympics in 2008. It was like, that's something I want to try as well, and I want to go and get those results myself. So there's a lot of players who's been a huge inspiration for me.
Anders was 11 years old then. Now 20 and ranked 17th in the world, he's making all the right moves on the international scene. Born and raised in Aarhus, a city about 190 kilometers from Copenhagen, badminton was very much part of his formative years.
My father owns a badminton club back in my hometown in Denmark, Aarhus. I just lived 200 meters away from the hall, so it was always very easy for me to go to the hall and play with the other kids and my father, my mother, or my older brother.
Resolute in honing his skills, the young Dane was adamant when it came to choosing badminton over studies, and Anders was more than willing to put in the extra hours to improve his game.
No doubt that I want to become a badminton player. So my mom was a bit like, "Oh, Anders, you have to study and you have to remember doing your homework." But I was like, "No, Mom, I want to go to practice." Yeah, I always wanted to be a badminton player more than I wanted to study.
The dogged hard work paid off, as 2015 was a defining year for the then 18-year-old. He won the European Junior Championships in Poland and walked away with several international challenge titles. And with an impressive run to the last 8 of the Denmark Open last year, the young gun has been earmarked as one for the future.
Yeah, 2016 I was in the Denmark Open quarterfinal, and that was like my first great experience with the Super Series level. Back in Denmark, that was really great to play on home soil. But yeah, you can say that was my breakthrough year. But I still think I have a lot more to show, and I'm still hungry to make a lot of good results. I have a lot of years in front of me.
Buoyed by his good performance in Denmark, the youngster went on to take his first Grand Prix title at the Scottish Open. As he fondly recalled the triumph last year, Anders shared with us the candid exchange he had with former England player Gail Ems during the post-match interview.
You know, I was just full of confidence right there in the moment. And Gail Ems asked me if I was going to be the next great Danish men's single, and that's what I truly believe. So I grabbed the microphone and said, yeah, I believe I'm going to be the next one. So yeah, that was a great experience. Also, you know, all the media attention afterwards was fun to try. So yeah, I just took the chance and said what I thought.
And the young Dane has certainly backed up his bold ambitions. At the 2017 European Championships held last month, Anders clinched the silver medal and impressed in his run to the final, beating higher-ranked players including top seed and compatriot Victor Axelsen in the semi-finals. There's still more to achieve, and Anders believes that having several top-level men's singles shuttlers in the Danish team can help his progress.
I think it's great that we have a lot of good players in Denmark. We can help each other, we can push each other in practice every day. So I feel really lucky to be in a country where we have a great setup like that. Janno Jorgensen, Vik Harkelsen, and Christian Wiegenhus and myself and some of the other guys are great as well. So we can just use each other every day in practice and get better.
And his recent good form cannot have come at a better time for Denmark, as he has been selected to the country's Sudirman Cup squad.
We have a strong team, but I don't know what's possible for Denmark. I haven't played the Sudirman Cup before, so I don't know what it's like. But hopefully we have a good chance to make a good result, and if we can pick up one more gold medal, that would just be amazing. But I know there's also a lot of other countries with some great teams, so it's going to be tough, really tough.
He has his sights set on the big prizes of the sport, and judging by his recent progress, Anders Antonsen is a star in the making.
I have a lot of goals, and most important, I want to develop my game, and then I think the results will follow. I know I have a lot of years to make a great career, so I just think it's great that we have a lot of huge Danish men's single stars from Denmark. And I just hope that I can be the next one.
The 20-year-old looks poised to be one for the future, and who knows, it could come sooner than expected on the big stage of the Sudirman Cup in Gold Coast, Australia. Time to test your badminton knowledge. How well do you know the facts about the World Mixed Team Championships? This week, we want you to tell us which nation has finished runner-up in the Sudirman Cup the most times. Have a think and we'll tell you the answer after the break. When we return, we're in Thailand to check in on their preparations for the Sudirman Cup. With digital innovations, shuttle time is now more fun, engaging and accessible than ever, so get connected to BWF's Badminton Schools program. Find out more about BWF's grassroots initiatives on these platforms. Download the app, visit the website and get active on Facebook. Your gateway to shuttle time has never been so easy. Before the break, we asked you to tell us which nation has finished runner-up in the Sudirman Cup the most times. The answer is Indonesia. The Southeast Asian country lifted the prestigious World Mixed Team Badminton Championships title in its inaugural edition in 1989. Since then, Indonesia fell at the final hurdle 6 times, losing out to South Korea twice and 4 times to China. Indonesia's last appearance in the final was 10 years ago. This year in Gold Coast, the largest country in Southeast Asia will be keen to stake a claim in the title once more. Over the last 12 months, we've seen Thai players enjoying their share of the badminton limelight. Last year, Ratchanok Intanon became the first Thai athlete to become #1 in the sport, while Tharonsak Sesonbonsok's Denmark Open crown was the nation's first World Superseries premier triumph in men's singles. More recently, Dechapon Pavaranoko and Subsiri Teiratanachai grabbed silver in the mixed doubles at the Badminton Asia Championships. Thai badminton certainly has much to be proud of.
Since the beginning of the year, Thai players have been doing very well in all levels. We won a few tournaments in the Grand Prix Gold and International Challengers levels. We also finished third in the Badminton Asia Mixed Team Championship 2017, beating Japan, the tournament champion, in the round robin. It was quite an achievement considering two of our best players in singles did not participate in the tournament. This clearly shows that our players' standards have continually risen to a higher level.
With strength and depth across the 5 disciplines, Thailand are confident that they have the potential to go far in the upcoming World Mixed Team Championships.
Thai national team will be competitive in the Sudirman Cup 2017. We have great players in all 5 categories. Most important of all, we have a great team spirit. That spirit usually makes a difference in a tight match. With a little bit of luck and badminton god on our side, we will hopefully be able to reach the semi-final. After that, everything is possible.
Placed in the elite group consisting of 12 nations competing for the prestigious title, Thailand are drawn with defending champions China and Hong Kong in the group stage. And the Thais are optimistic about their chances in reaching the knockout phase.
First, we have to think positive. Like we have to think like against China tough, but the opportunity is still there to beat, because the last few tournaments our mixed doubles can beat the top Chinese mixed doubles. We have to work hard in our men's doubles and then our women's doubles. But at least I saw the Chinese women's double also sometimes good, sometimes not good. Just it depends on the time how our player react in that situation. Yeah. That's we have to put first. We want to be the top group. Yeah. If we think our second group, more pressure to us. But we have to think about we have to go for the top group.
The Sudirman Cup has witnessed some of the most epic battles in the sport, and the Thai shuttlers are geared up for the high-intensity competition in Australia.
I think Thailand team is like confident lah, because we got women's single, we got mixed double, and like average is really good. And maybe I think if we can do, I hope we can reach like semi-final or final.
I hope we can at least reach the quarterfinals. We will try to top our group, and after that, try to go as far as we can in the competition. We'll try our best to do well for Thailand.
คู่ผสมแล้วก็มีทั้งชายคู่หญิงคู่ครับที่
In a team event, it's all about teamwork, so we will coordinate and work closely together. We have a good team spirit and will work hard to get a medal for Thailand.
ติดเหรียญมาให้ได้แล้วกัน
Thailand will rely on their strength in men's singles, women's singles and mixed doubles. However, head coach Rexy Mainaki, who has won the Thomas Cup 4 times with Indonesia, believes that team strategy could be the key.
We look at the individuals, we are strong. But if we only go for the 3 points from, like you see, like men's singles, ladies singles, and then mixed doubles, too risky. We have to make sure we get 4 points first. If we got 4, it means for make sure. If we miss 1, we still have 3 to win the game, the team event, right? That is what I said, that this is depend how our teams be together, solid, and the same vision, same missions, and then I think we can produce good results.
Thailand could be the surprise package in Gold Coast. The young squad could certainly give the more fancy teams much to worry about. After the break, we give you a full preview of the challenges for the coveted Sudirman Cup. Get connected with us on social media. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook and tell us what you think of the latest news, or perhaps you just want to leave an encouraging post for your favorite player on Facebook. If you've got any comments or photos, share them with us on these social media platforms. The Dubai World Superseries finals features the top 8 singles players and doubles pairs of the 12-leg MetLife BWF World Superseries circuit. With 4 of the 12 tournaments completed in England, India, Malaysia and Singapore, let's take a look at how the men's doubles pairs stack up in the Destination Dubai rankings. High-flying stars Marcus Fernaldi Gideon and Kevin Sanjaya Sukamuljo sit in pole position. The Indonesian pair's incredible run saw them clinch 3 back-to-back Super Series titles in England, India and Malaysia. Directly behind the leaders are China's Li Junhui and Liu Yuchun. The newly crowned Badminton Asia champions finished runners-up in England and Singapore. One spot below them are Japanese pair Takeshi Komura and Keigo Sonoda. The duo managed 2 quarter-final finishes as well as a semi-final to secure 3rd place. Meanwhile, Olympic silver medalists Go Vi-shem and Tan Wee Kyung are in 6th after 3 quarter-final finishes. And Danish duo Matthias Bo and Carsten Morgensen occupy the 8th spot after winning their first Singapore Open title in the Lion City. Log on to BWFWorldSuperseries.com to read all the news and information on the MetLife BWF World Superseries tournaments. The Destination Dubai rankings are updated every Thursday following a Super Series event, so check in on the site to stay up to date on the top 8 players in singles and doubles making their way to the finals in Dubai.
Oh, clever. China retain the Sudirman Cup. For a 10th time, they will lift the prestigious trophy and can claim the status of World Mixed Team Champions.
Those were memorable scenes from Dongguan 2 years ago when the world witnessed the crowning of host China as proud champions. The 15th edition of the World Mixed Team Championships kicks off next week, and for the first time in the history of the biennial competition, the Total BWF Sudirman Cup 2017 is set to take center stage in Oceania as nations from across the globe will battle for mixed team honors in beautiful Gold Coast, Australia.
Sudirman Cup this year will be a very special event for us. It's the first time in Oceania to have a major event of this class, and I mean, obviously we are trying to expand the footprint of badminton around the whole world more and more, and coming down to Gold Coast, to Australia, with an event of this magnitude would hopefully spark some new energy and some new badminton interest.
A total of 27 badminton nations will compete at the new Carrara Sports and Leisure Centre. Divided into 3 groups based on the combined world rankings of their top players in each category, only the top 12 seeded countries in Group 1 will have a chance to compete for the title, while the rest will contest for overall placings. Badminton Unlimited takes a close look at the title contenders eyeing glory in Australia. The World Mixed Team Championships has been the ultimate test in all-round strength, as matches are contested in all 5 disciplines. China have been the dominant team in recent times. Spoilt for choice in every department, the 10-time champions look formidable as always. Even with a young cast of women's singles players, the mighty Chinese have depth in other categories and are front-runners for the title. From Olympic men's singles gold medalist Chen Long to All England mixed doubles champions Lu Kai and Huang Yaqiong, China remain the team to beat. The record winners are in subgroup 1A along with Thailand and Hong Kong. Thailand in recent times have developed a strong all-round squad and will hope to give their more accomplished opponents a run for their money.
For sure, China, Japan, Malaysia, Indonesia or Denmark, they will talk about Thailand team, because if we look, they have Ratchanok, they have Busanan, they have Nichaon in singles. They have doubles, 2 doubles coming up, Putita and Sapsiri, good fighter on court. And then they have the mixed doubles, Bodin and Safitri. And then they have Nichapol with Safitri. and they have Antonsen, and they have Bodin, and I think they are a good team.
Subgroup 1B sees former champions Korea pitted against Chinese Taipei and Russia. With an emphasis on young blood in the squad, Korea looks slightly vulnerable. Chinese Taipei will look to women's singles ace Tai Tzu-ying for inspiration. On an exceptional 6-title winning run, the world #1 will be relied upon to secure the women's singles point, along with men's singles compatriot Cho Tian-chen. However, the Russians will be determined to prove they're not in Gold Coast to make up numbers. Ranked 12th in the BWF World Team Rankings, the European side is confident of a good team performance.
Ну, посмотрим, и в принципе всегда есть шанс, мы сейчас это доказали.
There is always a chance for us, as we have proved it at the recent team championships in Europe, where we beat many pairs. Ivan played very well in the finals, and our performances were on par with the other top players in both mixed and doubles categories. It's going to be the same at the upcoming Sudirman Cup. We will compete against the same level of players, and I think we will not disappoint.
2015 runners-up Japan is the big name in Subgroup 1C. They're joined by Malaysia and Germany, with the latter taking over England's place after their late withdrawal last month. The Japanese lineup looks a formidable one. In women's singles, they can call on the services of two of the world's top 10 shuttlers in Akane Yamaguchi and Nozomi Okuhara. Olympic champions Misaki Matsutomo and Ayaka Takahashi and men's doubles duo Takeshi Kimura and Keigo Sonoda give their side a lot of solidity. Malaysia are led by the country's talisman Lee Chong-wei and Olympic men's doubles silver medalists Goh Vi-shem and Tan Wee-kyung.
Preparing for a team event like this is different from all the other tournaments that we are used to prepare for. The preparations involve a lot of teamwork, cohesion and unity during the training sessions. Lately, the Malaysia national team has shown great progress, and we are developing well in strength in every discipline. I'm looking forward to compete at the Sudirman Cup.
Subgroup 1D will be hard to call. Indonesia, champions in the first edition of the Sudirman Cup, will have their work cut out against European powerhouse Denmark and rising force India. Although the Indonesians may have one of the hottest men's doubles pairs in Marcus Finaldi Gideon and Kevin Sanjaya Sukamojo, the Southeast Asians have had problems in other disciplines. They will miss the experience of the injured Liliana Natsir in mixed doubles. However, the Indonesian team remain optimistic.
Perhaps Indonesia may look to be at a lower level than others when you compare individual honours. But this is a mixed team event. It will be different. The overall strength of the team can push the players to perform better than expected.
The Danes have finished runners-up twice in this competition before and will be banking on the strength of their men's singles and 3 doubles. With Rio bronze medalist Victor Axelsen spearheading the Scandinavians' charge, Denmark are confident that they have the quality to go far.
We have to believe that we can do it. I think that we have a strong team. We have a mix of really experienced players, and we have younger players. And I really think that if everyone plays the best, we can get a good result. I think that everyone is ready and set up for the Sudirman Cup. And then let's see what Denmark can do. Hopefully we can do really well.
The Danes and the Indonesians need to be wary of the challenge posed by India. With talented singles players like Pusalavi Sindhu, Saina Nehwal and Kidambi Srikanth in their ranks, and with promising doubles players, the Indians are capable of going far. With all the teams prepped and ready for the big showdown, badminton fans all over the world will be looking to Gold Coast for exciting team action. The Total BWF Sudirman Cup 2017 promises to be a memorable badminton spectacle. Before we go, let's take a look at the Badminton Unlimited calendar. Mark the dates The Total BWF Sudirman Cup 2017 kicks off on Sunday, the 21st of May. Next week, we're in South Africa as we bring you a full report on the All Africa Championships 2017. See you next week.